What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ding Ding Podcast. Here we are at episode 12. I am your host, Marty, a.k.a. Champagne Potty, a.k.a. Potty Next Door, a.k.a. Imanari Stoudemire, Imanari, a.k.a. Martiani Hawani, a.k.a. MMA Youngboy. And here I am today with my host, Lodo. Looking like Latifi, moving around like Demetrius Johnson, who will see fighting on TNT next week, actually.
Oh, fuck yeah, Latifi.
Yeah, one championship to TNT. So we got Bellator coming back next week. We got one championship on live television. We got more UFC heavyweight championship, and we got boxing too. So fucking
fuck yeah, we're fingering ourselves that day.
Boy, Papa Bear. How was your week, bro?
Good dude. Chilled. It was my birthday. Went
the
to
big
the
27,
casino.
and he's not dead yet.
Yeah.
365 days till he's probably dead. So enjoy the podcast while it's here.
Y'all better subscribe while I'm here, you motherfuckers. See you never. Good, chilling. We got Rick and Morty tats.
What'd you do for your birthday, bro? Oh yeah, we and him got
casino.
tatted up. We got Rick and Morty tats for his birthday.
Fuck.
How was the casino?
Good. I won a lot of money. Won a lot of money, boy.
Any success in March Madness betting or anything?
Nah. So far, no. I picked outright winner back like in February for Gonzaga to win it all, so I'm still waiting on that. I think that's April 6th.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people got fucked on Illinois versus Loyola last night.
Oh, fuck yeah. Loyola, Ohio.
Who the fuck thinks to bet on Loyola?
Dude, nobody.
But, yeah.
Everybody's bracket's already ruined.
Alright fights over the weekend, I guess. I mean...
They were pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of action.
I love that Mexican bitch with all the tattoos. Oh, yeah. Dude, I smell a fart out of that girl's ass.
Conejo?
Yeah,
she
whatever.
just kept going with that judo, head and arm judo takedown. And was just punching her in the
Mexico,
head.
Whatever you want to call her, but she's fucking
And
nuts.
she fought, that Baez girl.
Yeah.
And her husband was the opening fight on prelim. He got knocked out.
Yeah, he's sleepy fucking night.
And then she also got, she lost by decision, but she pretty much got her ass beat. And then they were flipping each other off after the fight.
Oh, fuck yeah. She said she spit on her.
Oh, really? But yeah, this girl, Conejo, they were showing her highlights, and she did the same exact thing in the highlights as she did in the fight. She just goes on that for that one move. She tries to get into the clinch, punch her way into the clinch, and then she uses that little head on arm judo takedown.
Hey, if it ain't broke.
Yeah. So, I mean, that worked for
I
her.
can't stop coughing. Sorry.
Definitely will move up the rankings, but I feel like it's hard to, only be a one-trick pony and once you get into, the high levels of the division. And then, Tai Tuivasa, man, I mean...
That's the boy. It's good to see him back on track.
We told y'all. I mean, we picked him. We said, probably would knock him out. Again, my fucking Hawaiian homie was posting that he won a bunch of money on betting the Hawaiian guy to win. I don't know why, I just don't bet on these fuckers every time.
Seriously.
I'd be rich. If you bet on all the Hawaiian guys so far in 2021, you would have only lost
that one
fight.
And he was winning.
And he was winning the whole fight, and then got his ass beat at the end and stopped. But, then that Lopez versus Yanes fight, I mean, Yanes coming on the scene looking great, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Lopez is no joke. He's got power, good wrestling. You could tell he wanted to get to the ground the whole time, but he knew that Yanes was sitting back on that counter right, and then eventually caught him with it and slept him. Well, I think it was like a 2-punch combo, right?
Yeah, that shit was sick. And then Griffin and Keenan. Yo, Max Griffin, that's my nigga, bro. I don't care,
Griffin
bro.
Did his thing.
He's a beast.
He did his thing. He
He's
deserves
a
the
gangster,
top 10 fight
bro.
for sure.
He does, yo.
What weight class is that? 85
170.
Oh. Yeah, he deserves a top 10 fight after that. I mean, that was a fucking great knockout. Right in the beginning of the first round, came in and dominated.
He just press.
But, yeah, that was really it for the main card. It was a pretty quiet card. No real big names.
Kevin Holland Brunson was, alright fight.
Yeah.
You see our tone got fucking fuck. But, yeah, it was alright. Nothing crazy, but...
Yeah, Derek Brunson just showed that he has, way more elite martial arts skills. Overall, Derek Brunson's fought the who's who. He's been in the division forever. He's kind of never won the big fight, but always been, a top 10 guy. I mean, you could tell that he's fucking juiced up.
Yeah.
So jacked. I mean, Kevin Holland, it was just too much too soon. I mean, he kind of, you could tell he cracked under the pressure a bit. I mean, like talking like that and like making a scene and like acting like you're just having fun. Like I've seen that plenty of times before in like martial arts. It's like almost giving yourself an excuse to lose. So like, oh, he was just in there goofing off. So now when I get my ass beat, it's like a cop out for me not giving my all.
It's like we're
And
boys.
I see that all the time. I mean, everyone, like a lot of fighters have that problem. Like John Jones got into that problem when he was too dominant. He just started fucking around. Like he almost like was shooting himself in the foot, purposely making his like camps harder and shit. And even I don't know, everyone, like so many people experience that. Like I've had times where I've stayed up partying the night before a tournament and shit, and it's just for no reason. It's just like mentally you're giving yourself a bailout in your mind, and that's what like I saw those antics as, was just like him like acting like he didn't really care that much, just so when he got his ass beat, it didn't like look as bad on him. But it did look bad in the end. I mean, he got dominated. He did have one time where it looked like he had Brunson legitimately hurt.
He should have just kept doing that, dude. He was just fucking like playing around. Like he caught him with a hard right. He could have finished the fight, but I felt like he wasn't defending the takedown like he should.
Yeah, I mean he's a long, lanky guy, so you could see that he puts his hips out, which gives like a wrestler, like that's green light for a wrestler. If he sees your hips not tucked back and away with like a little bent over, he stands straight up.
Yeah, like
if you have your hips out, like extended out in front of you, a wrestler is gonna fucking take advantage of that all day. But I mean, he got away with it so far, and this guy's basically like he shot up the ranks so fast because he's fought 5 times in the past like 6 months. So I mean, he's basically had 2 years worth of fights in the past 6 months. So even though his record and his win streak has shown that he's matured to that point where he's ready for a Derek Brunson fight,
he's
really
still not
showed
ready.
that he wasn't. Because like, just because you get those 5 fights in that period of time doesn't mean you have that 5 fights. Where if a normal guy has those like 5 fights over a 2-year period, he's growing his martial arts skills, grappling and shit.
It's still a year, you know.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
you can even
much.
tell on Joe Rogan like the immaturity, kind of like the way he talks. Like he's always just kind of saying, "Oh, I don't like conditioning. Like I don't like really doing jujitsu. Like all this shit." So I mean, you got to do it all to fight at the top 10 level. And if he's not willing to put in that work, I mean, he's gonna go away fast.
It's not gonna work out.
But I mean, his willingness to fight is amazing. He's fought some killers. Like,
he's definitely fought.
Thiago Santos, Derek Brunson. Those guys are no joke, dude. They could change your face if they want to. So, I mean, it's not. He could be a great like journeyman guy, but I don't really see him being championship material.
Well, if he doesn't fucking.
I mean, he has all the tools. He's obviously a freak athlete.
For sure.
And that's where I want my fucking rant to start.
Exactly.
Is that like
Yanni Long rants over here?
Yeah.
Joey Long rants.
This is gonna be like our first little nerd. This is gonna be my little nerd rant about society, kind of, and how liberalism in fucking America is ruining sports. So basically, in America, it's like football, basketball, baseball, and those are like school sports. And like, if you don't play any of those 3 sports, you're kind of considered like not that cool or like not athletic. And it's basically you only play like sports that are like in school, so like things you could pursue in high school. So my thing is, if you go to any other country, every single sport is on the table, and every single sport is a club sport your whole life. So like, all these people are starting martial arts when they're little kids.
Yeah.
And in America, like an average jiu-jitsu school is like $150, $200 a month. So a guy like Kevin Holland, growing up in the hood of fucking Houston, is never getting a proper exposure to martial arts as a kid, even though he has every God-given talent, obviously a freak athlete, obviously has the potential to be a champion, but you know, he didn't start doing martial arts until he was 14 and started doing like kung fu. Where if you go to Russia, let's say you go into school, your first day of school, and when you're in like first grade, and they put fighting. Every sport, like every grappling and fighting sport, like in front of you. They show you a little exposure to all of them, like you do in gym class. How we do like a little soccer, like a little lacrosse and everything.
But it's rolling.
They do like a little wrestling, a little judo, a little boxing, a little kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, catch wrestling, Greco-Roman, and you get to pick. Every single kid in the country gets to pick which one he wants to do, and the government will supply you with all the gear you need. So you pick boxing, the government gives you boxing shoes, hand wraps, gloves, pads, training time. So your gym class, you go you would go to boxing every day from the time you were a little kid.
Exactly.
You would go to wrestling every single day. Like if you did judo, they would give you a gi, a belt, a judo sensei. So you're basically learning how to, and they're teaching you how to use AK-47s, pistols. So you're basically like combat ready by the time you're 10 years old. We're like,
we're fucking
in America,
still fucking
imagine
wanting McDonald's
like
at the next
the best
time.
athletes we all know come from like inner cities, you know? Like how many times do you meet a kid from the inner city that just is like the most explosive kid you ever met? He could just like run 40 yards and like the best athlete probably in the world is probably like a crackhead that no one ever even heard of.
Yeah.
Where if like he grew up in another country and he had like this government support to try any sport, he could have like imagine if Kevin Holland like they got him kicking a bag when he was 5 years old in Houston.
Oh, he'd be
and then he's like, I love kickboxing, it's so fun. And then he gets to grow and mature and like grow up in that sport and not have to face like a lot of hardships in life and fucking grows that maturity, because we obviously show he's super mature and that's what hurt him a lot.
But sometimes those hardships make you a better fighter.
Yeah, but I mean, like Khabib, like no one could beat him because he's just the best wrestler in the fucking world.
Yeah, but he had hardships. He went through fucking hell, but all he had was wrestling, you know?
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying, like, obviously hardships matter, but I'm saying, like, why not just give every kid the opportunity to play any sport? Like, why does it just have to be football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or whatever, as, like, the things, like a kid could be super talented at
That's our
fighting
standard over here, though.
and never get exposed to it. And we have all these, like, athletes that they didn't make it in football, so they think that they are just beat. Like, how many, like, reject football players are becoming MMA professional fighters now?
Correct.
So, just, like, you can
like,
you can realize,
point.
like, imagine
your
if
pants off.
your parents have to be honest. Like, if your dad's 5'10" and your mom's 5'3", why the fuck are you putting your kid in AAU basketball year round? Like,
dude, he's gonna be a 5'2"
he's never,
Muggsy
like,
Bogues, bro.
At best, he's gonna fucking be a D2 player. Like, get that kid wrestling, you know? Be honest with yourself. Like, like everybody in white suburbia thinks their kid's gonna be like a fucking
star
MLB
athlete.
player or NFL player, and then all of a sudden you're just hurt as like a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Which is trash.
But I just think it's stupid because, like, you see now, like, all of our UFC championships are coming from other countries. Like, who's American that's a champ right now?
John Jones, baby!
John Jones not a champ. We just got Stipe.
Oh, whatever.
Stipe is the only American champ.
Max Holloway.
Max Holloway, Volkanovski's the champ.
Oh. Jesus.
In Hawaii, I don't count.
I gotta stop smoking
That's
weed.
fucking halfway around the world.
Yeah, it's still part of USA, baby.
So obviously we're doing something wrong if we have no UFC champs. Where was it? Hawaii.
I was American.
America.
It's a country now, huh? It's part of America now, huh?
But yeah, we're only gonna see more of like Brazilians and Russians and all this shit dominate if we don't fix like our grooming system from like childhood. Like, why not? Because like no kid is gonna be able to pay $150 for a month for jiu-jitsu or kickboxing. Like even a boxing gym is $100 to $200 a month. Even $250 if you go to like a sick boxing gym.
Mm-hmm.
What kid from like a single parent household is ever going to be able to put their kid in that? It's bullshit. It should be supported by like the school or the government. Like, you should be able to be a kid and be like pursue anything you want, and anyone could do good in martial arts. Like, you don't have to be any gifted athlete, really.
Yeah, you could just be talented.
There's regular ass looking dudes in the UFC that you would never
Zabit,
think could
bro.
fight. Zabit, he's a lanky, bony dude. Like, if
you probably think you'd fuck Zabit up. Zabit will fuck you, kick you in the face, and then fuck your girl with his toes.
Yeah,
baby.
or tie you into a wrestle, whatever he wants to do.
Bring it on. Eat me out, whatever.
But yeah, I mean, we do have the best wrestling like farm program, but
oh yeah,
it's too intense because we burn the kids out, and then none of them want to go past 18. It's like Muay Thai in Thailand, like they're all done by the time they're 17, 18. So I don't know. I think we want to figure something out, because if we lose a lot of big American stars in the sport, it's gonna hurt the sport a lot. Because who's gonna watch like Charles Oliveira is about to be the fucking 155 champ? He can't even speak English.
Nope.
That's a hard shit to market, you know. So I don't know. That's just my rant, because like it's very disenfranchising that these kids could have really great opportunities to like come up in a sport that doesn't have to be football or basketball where 0.00001% of people make it. You have to be a genetic freak.
Exactly.
Why can't you give like that? That's my dream in life. I want to sponsor disenfranchised kids and fucking get them into martial arts as a kid and fucking grow like the sport. You see like a lot of big gyms do that. Like American Top Team, they have like a farm program where like it's like a billionaire that owns American Top Team and he just dumps money into it because he loves the sport, and they have like dorms there and shit. So I don't know. I think it's just bullshit that all these foreign...
Well, that was
Fuck the foreign people, dude.
Yeah, I mean...
America, dude.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, that was your boy, Potty Next Door with a little rant about why there should be all sports.
Why Kevin Holland should easily be a fucking middleweight contender against Israel Adesanya if he was just... Because Israel Adesanya's been kickboxing since he came out the fucking pussy.
You're right.
He has 150 sanctioned fights. I mean, fucking, you have Kevin Holland doing kung fu when he's 15 years old, wasting his time.
Fuck yeah, baby. I mean, everybody got to go through their own shit, and it's how you get there, so...
Yeah, I just don't want everybody crying when every fucking champ and every top 5 fighter in the world has an accent. And we don't have that your fucking kid from your hometown fighting in the UFC.
Alright, well, it sounds like we know who you voted for, right?
Trump 2024.
Anyways.
That's my fucking rant, dude.
I feel that, though. But, also...
Imagine anybody you know that's a good athlete. They never really had a chance to play in the NFL or MLB, but if they fucking wrestled at the time of the kid, they could probably be in the UFC. Like, if you started wrestling and boxing when you were 4 years old and only did that, you'd probably be in the UFC right now.
Fuck yeah, I'd be killing it.
I mean, it's just that simple. It's just the time you put in. Like, Triple G fucking did ballet for 5 years, did fucking boxing since he was 2. He was groomed to be a champion boxer his whole life. You just can't beat motherfuckers like that.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Unless you put Timo Lopez.
You got any fucking current events for us?
I got some fight news.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of fight news.
We got a lot of fight news.
Oh, we got big talk actually.
Ow, 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 ow.
So the 155 chessboard has been put into play.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty much.
Finally.
Charles Oliveira.
We got a title fight.
And
Michael
Chandler. Which a lot of people are super unhappy about, but we already knew Dustin would refuse to fight.
They're working
Michael
on
Chandler.
Dustin McGregor in July.
We already know that that's guaranteeing us McGregor Poirier 2 by saying that Chandler and Oliveira are going to fight for the title. So I think that leaves probably Gaethje Dan Hooker to fight there for the next contender spot. And yeah, that'll basically settle in as that. And because you can't give Conor a title shot. But obviously, that's all Poirier wants is big money.
Yeah, fuck it. He wants to donate, get his
like Conor and Poirier are gonna make way more money than Charles and
way
Chandler
more, bro.
In the title fight.
They don't give a fuck, bro. They just fighting. Conor's the biggest draw and the biggest name, and UFC should thank him.
I don't think any of those boys are touching fucking Charles, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody in the top 5 of that division wants to fuck with that guy.
I think Michael Chandler, like, I saw him how he did against Dan Hooker, and it just made me rethink a lot about him. But Charles Oliveira, bro, is sick, yo.
Dude, he is the epitome of jiu-jitsu in fucking MMA. The way he uses grappling in MMA just looks so fucking beastly. He uses those big takedowns where he throws you over his leg, takes your back. That arm bar he had on Tony wrapped all the way under his arm. That was crazy, dude. Chandler, obviously, we haven't really even seen anything from him yet. We saw 20 seconds. Which, again, imagine being Dan Hooker, dude. He couldn't go home for like 3 months. And he got knocked out in like 20 seconds.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I love you, Hangman!
But, yeah, that basically...
Oh, you fucked your wife real good that day, though. You gave her the Hangman. Your depression was gone since you spent 7 months at the airport.
And Gordon Ryan, dude.
Oh fuck yeah, your little boy toy.
My little boy toy, number 1 pound for pound grappler in the world.
I saw you get erect.
I got slightly erect. He just signed with a one championship. Perfect timing now that they're on mainstream television. I think a lot of people are gonna get into it because they have the shit that all you guys bitch about. Okay, you don't like illegal knees to the head on the ground. One championship, they knee you in the fucking head when you're on the ground. You don't.
He said most of his shit's gonna be jiu-jitsu based. Though.
You don't like steroids. You don't like that people can't take steroids in the UFC? Okay, go watch one. They fucking put it on your ass right before you go out onto the fight.
Yeah. And make no mistake, cuz I will fuck shit up if I took steroids.
And make no mistake, that's why Gordon Ryan's in one championship, because that boy has done all of the steroids.
Yeah.
People are always like, oh, dude, how'd you put on 40 pounds of muscle in 1 year? Do you really need to ask that fucking question?
Like, dude, come on.
There's
Steroids.
one way to that. There's one way to that end, and that's needles in the ass. But
then we go to Corey Sandhagen.
oh, and we got some
TJ
135 closure,
Dillashaw. The snake in the grass old sport is back.
dude. There was more fighting. There was a couple other guys fighting, right?
Yeah.
Do
You want to go slow or you want to just go right into them?
I was just thinking in my head.
Cody
Yeah,
Garbrandt, Robert Font.
Yeah.
New England Cartel versus
Who
Cody
do you got
Lolo.
there, dude? You're torn.
I'm torn between two worlds.
So Lodo loves the Cartel boys, and for some reason he just wants to fit like all, not just Cody Garbrandt's dick, like all of Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah, just
like head first in his butt.
Yeah, if we can find a way to fit him in my butt, we should do that. Cody's just one of my favorite all-time fighters ever. I just love his swag. He got the float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, jab, crazy hook.
Those wings on the neck.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
His
Look
wife
at him,
is a
dude.
fucking slam piece.
Slam piece. His son's
His baby's
perfect.
a sweetheart.
Dude, fuck my girls, please.
But
Please, Cody.
I mean, Rob Font might fucking put him to sleep.
Yeah, Rob Font's been on a tear. That's like 45-55, you know? I want Cody because I just have more of like my emotional connection.
But we also thought, what's his name? The guy from New Jersey that he knocked out with the buzzer beater.
Renan Barao.
This is the last fight where he had the highlight
Oh
knockout.
yeah.
We all thought that guy was gonna do much better against him, and Cody fucked him up. So
Cody fucked him up.
I mean, they both have that one punch power, so it's gonna be one of those fights where you hold your breath the whole time.
Yeah.
Cause like they both. Like,
Cody gets me nervous sometimes.
Cause Cody goes in sometimes like this.
Dude, he just don't give a fuck. Once you hit him and he hits you.
If you saw me, I put my
fuck
chin
yeah.
in the air and went
Yeah.
low with my hands.
Yeah. Once that video
And if you
gets
do that to
back
Rob
up,
Font, he's gonna counter
he's gonna
fucking
catch
right
the
in
fuck
your,
out of your face.
right in your face. But I'm excited for that because I think Cody maybe got his confidence back. He kind of was down in the dumps for a while, so maybe with
Yeah.
you got a couple wins going.
Hopefully that works out in all of our favor.
And TJ Dillashaw, Corey Sandhagen.
Oh, I hope fucking Corey Sandhagen fucking beats that little fucking piece of shit to the fucking floor.
Yeah. I mean, do you think any of them boys are fucking with Jan?
After I saw how he fought Aljamain,
I got scared, dude.
I felt like he didn't fight him good.
Dude, like he would just walk up to Aljamain and he literally grabbed him by the neck and threw him over his leg like a little
Yeah,
boy.
but Aljo was being a bitch and he was still like hitting him. I don't know. I just got a different feeling about Peter Yan after that fight.
It's just like, I don't know what anybody else, like, what do you do to him? He has that style where he just stands flat-footed with his hands in his face and just walks you down and waits for you to get a little tired, throwing a couple counter punches, and then you saw how he was picking it up slowly as Aljamain was blowing it out. So I don't know, it's going to be hard. I mean, TJ, obviously, we saw he's going to be not, like, at 125, that was the most unhealthy I ever seen a fighter in my life.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm not giving him an excuse, but he needed to take EPO just to stay alive, making 125. So, when he got knocked out by Cejudo at 125, you can't make that your picture of TJ Dillashaw in your head. He's a really elite fucking guy. I mean, he beat Cody twice.
Shut up. No, he didn't.
Knocked him out twice.
No, he didn't. When? Don't talk about Cody.
He was on EPO.
He was on EPO. And if Cody was on EPO, it would have been over in the
my
first
heart,
round.
he only took EPO to make 125 because he couldn't really do it. That's what I want to believe.
Believe what you want to believe.
That's what I'm believing in my heart.
That is so far from the fucking truth.
But do you think Corey Sandhagen is hype?
Nah, he's the truth.
Or he's the
He's
real
the truth.
fucking deal? Again, he's going to give TJ a real fight. I mean, if you believe in ring rust, it's going to be hard for TJ. 2.5 years, right?
Yeah. That's wild.
If you believe in ring rust.
But Corey Sandhagen will fuck that little boy up.
You think?
Let's go!
Let's go. I'm rolling with Corey. I mean, After he was on like Theo and Rogan and did the little rounds and did Food Truck Diaries, he's the man, dude. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm a big Corey. I'm into him. I can't believe Aljo handled him like that, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, that's the scary thing, that Aljamain Sterling beat the shit out of him. Any other fight news you got for us?
That was really the basis of it.
Oh, I saw Khabib is trying to recruit fighters to coach, actually. He wants to be like coach of the year this year. That's his goal, apparently. He's already talked to like Luke Rockhold and a couple other guys about coaching him.
That'd be sick. Volkanovski Ortega's off this weekend. That was in my news, but I didn't know to bring it up now.
Oh, Volkanovski Ortega, yeah, that's
Volkanovski
off.
and Ortega was supposed to be the co-main to Francis and Stipe.
Who had to drop out? Ortega, you said?
No. Volkanovski, one of the coaches, got COVID.
So I guess you can't have somebody jump in because it's just COVID. So maybe you just push it back 2 weeks and put it on a quieter card, turn it into a pay-per-view.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Or do it for free. Fuck it, 145.
I saw Curtis Bleed said in an interview, he said 9 times out of 10 he thinks he beats the fuck out of Derek Lewis. Do you believe that at all?
Ooh. I mean, how did the first round go again? Not that good, right?
No, not really.
Yeah, no, you got slept, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You lose like that. At
Did
least.
you see Justin Gaethje was making comments about not getting the title shot?
Yeah, they were saying that he had the fight. Like, they were supposed to give him that fight.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel him and Oliveira would have been
You feel
way
for him
more
that?
suited. But it's like
Way more hype with
it's
Chandler.
who do you give Chandler, or who do you give?
And you can't really give it to Gaethje because he's just coming off of a championship loss. Do you put him right back in for the belt?
I would throw him right back in, to be honest.
I mean, he didn't really even put up a fight against Khabib.
Yeah.
He kicked him in the leg a couple times.
Yeah, he did. He kicked the fuck out of his leg.
Which made Khabib just want to finish him faster, probably.
I mean, it was literally the only resort they could have went. I know they wanted to do
I don't
Poirier.
blame them putting Chandler in.
Yeah, they wanted to do
It's
Poirier.
obviously Poirier. Oliveira is the fight, but
that was the fight.
Poirier is a fucking drama queen now because he's a big celebrity and he's gonna get what he wants, and that's a Conor fight.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
That's Dana White makes the most money off that, and Conor and Poirier make the most money off that. Everyone's happy.
Exactly.
Everyone's happy except for everyone not named Michael Chandler, and
Michael Chandler cares the most about this. Right
everyone's probably pissed that this guy's getting a title fight off of one UFC fight.
Yeah, that's
20 seconds in the UFC, he's fighting for the belt.
This was their last resort. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean it's the only thing that makes sense at the end of the day. I'm not mad at it, but
what are you gonna do?
Mike Tyson declines a $25 million fight for Evander Holyfield trilogy. He doesn't want that smoke, dude. Evander's better than him.
Evander will smoke that nigga.
Yeah. It's crazy that I don't understand how they branded and marketed those guys back in the day. Like, nobody from our generation, even if you say Evander Holyfield, they don't even know that name, but everybody knows Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
and Evander Holyfield is a much better...
That was combat sports
back
then.
Holyfield was like a cruiserweight most of the time?
I mean, he was
like
lighter.
he wasn't always a heavyweight.
Yeah, no.
So like people only really cared about heavyweight back then, I guess.
But
so,
that was
But yeah, Tyson doesn't want that sauce.
It was definitely Don King, just promoting the fuck out of it. Don King did whatever he did to get that up.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Kelvin Gastelum stepping in for Robert Whittaker?
Was that for Polo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Paulo Costa... Yeah, that guy's done, dude.
Is he ended his career?
I saw it, but Derek Brunson called him out after he beat Kevin Holland.
Oh, yeah.
I would like that fight a lot.
That'd be sick.
I mean, maybe fucking Paulo Costa won't go crying and hide in the corner if he doesn't have to fight a top 5 guy. So... He just dropped out. Like, he had a chance to fight on ABC and become a household name, and dropped that. They moved the fight to cater to him, and then he dropped out of that. I mean, what's wrong with this fucking guy? Right after he makes a million excuses of why he lost the Izzy fight, now he doesn't even want to fight Robert Whittaker. It's fucking bullshit. But yeah, shout out to Kevin Gastelum stepping in. I think that's a great matchup because they're both shorter guys. They both have problems when they have to fight those tall, long guys. They have trouble getting inside, but with both of them fucking being shorter guys at 185,
Didn't Kelvin Gastelum just lose his last fight?
he beat Darren Till, I thought.
No, he lost to Darren Till.
Oh no, he won a decision.
Did he?
Yeah.
And then he lost to what? Jack Hermanson?
I don't know. Check. But yeah, Kelvin Gastelum, he fancies himself a wrestler. I mean, Whitaker's all those fucking Australian and New Zealand guys are beast kickboxers. I don't know where they get it from.
What?
But that's gonna be a great fight, I think. I mean,
He beat Ian Heinisch.
Yeah.
He lost to Hermanson, Darren Till, and Adesanya.
Yeah,
So
which
that's
I mean,
both
no
fights.
shame in that. Whatever. But yeah, Whitaker probably fights for a belt if he beats Kelvin. He probably gets right back fighting for the belt.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Or maybe you go him, Derek Brunson for like a contender fight.
No.
Or the winner of Darren Till Vittori. I think the winner of Darren Till Vittori is guaranteed title fight because they're fighting on ABC.
Dude, Robert Whitaker he lost one fight since 2014.
To Izzy.
Yeah. And he
And
already...
he lost one to Yoel.
He knocked Derek Brunson out.
He lost one to Yoel.
No, he didn't. Well, yeah. Not on paper. He lost to Stephen Thompson by KO in 2014 was his last loss. Other than Izzy.
Wonder Boy will fuck you up, dude.
Yeah. He'll kick you in the chin. Boy, you don't know where you're at.
What, did Whitaker fight him at 170?
And he knocked him out. He knocked out
Did Whitaker used to fight at welterweight?
Derek Brunson. Yeah.
I never knew that. That's crazy. You want to get into the fucking big card this weekend?
Fuck. Yeah, come in my ass, what? You want to get in the big card, huh?
So we got, is this a UFC event?
Yeah, this is pay-per-view.
261 or something?
260. It starts at 6:15 p.m.
Yeah, so we got,
But the main card's still at 10.
Ngannou versus Stipe 2.
Los dos. Las dos de ser hermanas.
After Stipe has lost the belt and reclaimed it during the time since they last fought. I mean, he fought DC 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yes, Stipe hasn't fought anybody not named DC or
In like
Ngannou
3
in the past 3 years. So, I mean, that's battle tested.
Francis beat Rosenstruck, Dos Anjos, Cain Velasquez, Curtis Blades. Lost to Derek Lewis. Stipe beat Alistair, Andrei Arlovsky. You know,
Yeah, they both fought the who's who in the division. I mean,
it's like, what are you gonna do? You know,
they're
stick it in
both
my ass or what?
undeniable.
Yeah, Stipe's a fucking monster, bro.
Let's go back to the top of the fucking main card. So we got Kama Worthy, 16-7 versus Jamie Malarkey.
What'd you call me?
12-4. The Worthy guy's coming off the Askar Zitar KO in the first round. I mean, he's got a good mix of submissions and KOs. This Jamie Malarkey guy is plus 120, so why not punch him?
Oh, Malaka.
It's a big man card opportunity for both of them, so I mean, I don't know either of these guys' names, so here's our chance to learn about them. I mean, this Jamie's guy's got 2 straight losses, but I mean, let's go. Let's fucking get a big fight on this
Yeah, let's see
pay-per-view.
what you're made of.
Lightweight too, so
Oh, but on the early prelims, Alonzo Menifield is back, and he's
who's he fighting?
he's fighting some guy named William Knight. He's 9-1. Won his last 3.
Is there anything else in the early prelims?
But no, that's the really only name I really like to see. But he's coming off he got knocked out by OSP and lost to Devin Clark.
Nice.
But he was 9-0, 3 KOs in a row, and then he just lost his last 2. He's 9-2 now. But that was the only other one on the card.
Yeah, and
The
then
prelims.
this is a pretty sweet fucking main card. Then it goes Sugar Sean versus Thomas Almeida. That's Sugar Sean 12-1. We all remember he got hurt in the Chito Vera fight and kind
Yeah.
of gave up. But he had that crazy Eddie Wineland knockout, which put him on like the spotlight of the world. He's got a big podcast, so he's a lot of people in the UFC like him a lot. But he's minus 300 here. I mean, I feel like the UFC is trying to cater to those guys so much. They give them like these guys I think he could beat. So sometimes it comes back to shooting the foot. The Thomas Almeida guy is no joke. He's got 30 pro fights. He's plus 240 underdog.
Yeah, he's been getting beat the fuck up.
Yeah, he lost 4 of his last 5, right?
Yeah, he got knocked out by Cody.
He lost to Cody, Jimmy Rivera, Rob Font. Coming off a Johnny Martinez loss.
Yeah, who the fuck is that guy, bro? Figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, Sugar Sean, he lost a lot of his hype when he lost to Cheeto his last fight. I mean, if he won that fight, it was to the moon. But
yeah.
He blew it. He fucking blew it, and now he's got to grind.
Now you got to bear down, bro.
Sucks, because, if you keep that undefeated record, that holds a lot of weight in the UFC, but that loss, I mean, it hurts you a lot, especially when you got that much hype and then you put on that type of showing on... What card was that even?
I don't know. Cody was on that card with his knockout.
That was a big card that he
was.
wasted. That he wasted a big opportunity on.
It might have been Nunes, Felicia Spencer.
Word. So
And we got
I'm pulling for Sugar Sean because.
Are you pulling for your boy Tyron Woodley?
Oh yeah, in and out of love.
In and out of love with you. Wanna make you know.
I said, girl, is you done? Is you done with the smoke?
Tyron Woodley is a plus 210 underdog.
Oh, dude, if you don't think we're not putting half a check on fucking Tyron Woodley,
half a fucking
you're
check.
fucking stupid. He looks like he's in crazy shape right now, dude. He's fighting fucking Vicente Luque, who's no fucking superstar, and he's a plus. What is he? Plus 210. I might even take him by knockout. There's probably a solid odds boost for knockout.
Oh yeah, he's gonna beat the fuck out of this fucking guy.
Yeah, I mean, he
guy
hasn't won a round in 3 years, but let me digress. Yeah, Tyron Woodley's had a tough go at it, but he's fought Gilbert Burns, Kamaru Usman, and Colby Covington all in his past couple fights, and took L's, I mean, but obviously he hasn't... Something's been missing. He hasn't had proper camps or something, because, I mean, he was a great champ, and I think Vicente Luque has a good chance for him to bounce back and get a win. Vicente Luque is coming off back-to-back wins. He's a 10th ranked guy in the division, which is no joke, you know. He knocked out Nico Price and Randy Brown.
Yeah, he had a good fight against him and my what do you like that? Mike Perry. Him and Mike Perry was a sick fight.
Yeah, he beat Mike Perry too. And yeah, I don't know. I'm punching Tyron Woodley. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking... So far, I got Sugar Sean. Woodley's my dog.
Stipe is another dog, plus 105.
I'm going to take Malarkey. I like the English guys. They got some dog in them. And Stipe, in the main event, heavyweight title fight, Stipe Miocic is arguably one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, and he's once again underdog in his main event. Which is just disrespectful, but I mean, I don't blame Vegas for betting on a guy that could knock you out just by flicking you. And I'm sure all Francis has been working on is fucking takedown defense. Because they don't have to teach him how to punch, obviously.
Yeah, but I guess that's it on the card, man.
Yeah, he said he's been working with Jose Aldo for jiu-jitsu and like takedown defense.
Yeah, maybe he should work with a guy a little bigger.
Why?
You're not learning from that little guy.
Dude.
He's showing you things a 135-pound guy does.
Yeah, but if you could sprawl like a 135er at 265, you're out of here.
Oh, dude, eat a freaking ass.
I mean, it's the only time he's lost is to Stipe. He's the only one that figured out the puzzle. And he fucking took him down and used just control time and just a little bit of ground and pound, scoring points, just win a decision. I mean, I don't think anyone's knocking that guy out.
Yeah, Stipe,
for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And Stipe's been in wars with DC. I mean...
Oh, yeah, he's fucking...
Francis has been walking in there
and when Stipe got knocked out
up
by DC, he just went to war with fucking Francis. So it's like...
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe he was already...
Stipe has a lot of miles on him, dude.
Oh, yeah, he's a beast, dude. And he's
a full-time job.
And he's a firefighter. We're going to go to ladder 12. You know, where Don Julio goes there and makes chicken palm for us.
Yeah, it's actually crazy because I heard he's like the biggest like star in Cleveland. but he really has no respect outside of there. A lot of
Yeah,
people
not
don't even know
not
his
that
name.
guy from Akron, right?
Yeah, I mean, people don't love LeBron now.
Yeah, you're right.
He burnt his jersey when he dipped.
Twice.
Twice. Yeah, but apparently if you walk around, it's just Stipe posters everywhere. They got a Stipe statue and shit.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm pulling for Stipe. I mean, I don't. If I'm as a betting man, I'm gonna take the guy that can flick you to sleep and fucking had to escape from Cameroon to Spain. But who knows? I mean, this is why they fucking do the fights, right? We're gonna see if Stipe can figure out the puzzle.
Yeah.
Because Ngannou, we saw what he did against Rosenstruck. He abandoned all technique and just sprinted at him and fucking
Destroyed his
threw haymakers. So maybe Stipe could cut angles, get some singles, not get hit too hard. We'll fucking see. You got anything else for us, brother?
That's it. I mean,
I hope my rant wasn't too aggressive.
your rant wasn't aggressive. Trump 2024 is all I really remembered from it.
I'm running 2030 on the ticket of socialized sports.
I think it's every 4 years, so it'll be 32 or 28.
Yeah, I think you have to be 35 years old to run for president. So
Yeah, you're right.
I got
So,
3 more terms.
Maybe I'll do it in like 8 years.
Yeah, we're socializing sports, and we're gonna make the UFC great again.
Yeah.
You can take us the fuck out of here, dude.
I know. I just wanted to get a little spicy.
Gordon Ryan for president.